Arsenal are already in celebration mode, free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Otto puts them all in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Messi. And it's Conte. That has not gone well. Rodri. For Messi. Puskás. And here's Van. He's tried one! Oh, that wasn't far away. And they can counter here. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Gerrard. Platini. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Puskás. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Now here's the delivery. And they've been given a corner. Arsenal with the corner. They're first. Suarez attempts a clearance. And it's Koundé. Upamecano. Nicely aimed pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Hakimi. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Kante. Makaleli. Arsenal finding their passes. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Gerrard. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Quality ball. Rodri. That's good running with the ball. For Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. And it's slung out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Puskás. Conte. Hakimi. Now it's Puskás. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Platini. He's got away. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Luis Suarez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Hakimi. And it's Makaleli. That's Cannavaro. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Otto. pull it. Oh, some tackle that. Kante trying to keep this in. Puskás. Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. Nesta calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! Rodri. Puskás. Now it's Puskás. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Le numéro 20. Totti. Le numéro 9. Iniesta.
Puskás plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Totti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Ibrahimovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rodri. Puskás. Totti. Bale. Bale's cross. Luis Suarez!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Otto. That is ended up in no man's land. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Rodri. Van Basten. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And Upamecano. And it's Cannavaro. Looking tidy in possession here. Makelele. Here's Rodri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Bale. And he's managed to get free. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Puskás. And this is Puskás. That's an imaginative pass. Has crossed it. Terrific header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Ibrahimovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Hakimi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bergkamp. Bullet. Iniesta. Ibrahimovic. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Bale!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Decent chance! Has a look up and drives it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he was quick to react. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Gullit.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, what a climb! No mistake! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 18.
Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's a sharp pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Rodri charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's surging through. Puskas. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win. Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway. Barcelona have clearly decided to go 5-4-1 today.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on...
Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Done delicately. Up he goes! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Mbappe threads one in.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Rijkaard. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Rice. Probing pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Raul. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Played out wide. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Floated through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hakimi. Mbappe. Arsenal finding their passes. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neatly clipped into space. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the shot! Barcelona have their second corner now. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Puskas. Rijkaard goes sliding in. Guardiola. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball.
Chance for a shot! Guardiola. Cannavaro. Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. That's beautifully weighted. Great chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that's caused a worry or two.
Guardiola certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. João Cancelo. And it's Rice. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Not the most accurate pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rijkaard. It's a throw-in. Ball's out once more. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now there's a fine ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now it's Mbappe. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice looking ball. He's in plenty of space here. And that has been cleared. Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press. Good running, strong and purposeful. Raúl. And it's Cannavaro. And it's Rice. Raúl. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Raúl. He's in a great position here. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Cannavaro. And it's Rice. Oh, well measured. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Rice touches it back. Searching pass he's played there. Played into space out wide. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rice. Puskás. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Hakimi. Raul. Now it's Puskas.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Rice. Raul. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a searching pass.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rijkaard. Makaleli. Out to the right. Now it's Mbappe. Pickford punts it upfield.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 27.
Schlotterbeck. Puskas. Airing after that one. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
El dorsal 14.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through.
Mbappe. Now shapes to shoot! Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Well read, nice interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Oh, that was vital. And he's intervened well there. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Arsenal get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from...
Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rafinha. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Great chance here from position A1.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Hazard. Rafinha. Rijkaard. And here's Elise. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Elise. Rijkaard. Now it's Puskas. And it's Conte. Van Dijk. Now it's Lewandowski. Olise. Lewandowski. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Hazard. Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Lewandowski. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively.
And Lewandowski! Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Alexander-Arnold is behind this one. And now as good a time as any to pull level. There's the shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Brilliantly cut out. Raul. And here's Elise.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Raul, Conte. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Kante. Olise. Azar. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bayer claims it, safe hands. Raul. Arsenal finding their passes. João Cancelo. And he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be. Olise. And it's Conte. Rice. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, that was vital. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Azar. Can he spark a counter here? Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Puskas. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, played right into his path. It's Lewandowski! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's crossed into the middle. Rijkaard. Mbappe. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Arsenal get the ball rolling in the second half. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. Oh, this is a terrific run. And the counter is on. And it's Rijkaard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the pass is intercepted. Puskas. Hazard. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Oh, that's fabulous. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, that might...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Arsenal are down to 10 men. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now, can they get him away? And it's Hakimi. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Just about up to the hour now. Alexander-Arnold, who's set up one goal so far. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise crossed into the box.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Upamecano deals with that comfortably. Puskás neatly clipped into space. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Lewandowski. It's come to nothing. Rice. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hakimi charging forward down that flank. Oh, he's got a side. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Azar. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way past. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lewandowski! You want to be quick to recover this. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Puskás. João Cancelo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. João Cancelo, in by Cancelo. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Now it's Olise. That's a sharp pass. We're back in possession and ready to go again. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game.
He's having a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Robert Lewandowski. Number 22.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 8.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Number 16.
Well, it's great commitment.
That's surely a foul, free kick.
Number 11, Mbappe.
He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off.
Number 21.
Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Rice.
Well, they are now a 9-man team. 5 minutes left on the clock. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
And this is the big chance. Now, this could be a chance. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Manchester United on the spot for parity. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket, it's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested, he's waved them all away. Arsenal are now... And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Arsenal are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7. Rice. Pass somewhat off target.
There will be 5 minutes.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cross deflected behind for a corner. All hands on deck for this one. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to... Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, he's off, and you know what that means? Well, the law states that once you're down to 6 men, the match cannot be allowed to continue.
Just a quick announcement, we would like to inform you that...
So just time for me to say thanks to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Arsenal against Italy.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go, and pushed us! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Puskás. Spread it left. Now it's Raul. Great ball if he can get... Batistuta! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Makaleli. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And the finish! And yes, it's there! 2, and we've barely begun here.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Italy are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see...
It's full on! Arsenal are already 2 behind. Awful start. Kimmich. Mbappe. It's Kimmich. And here's Mbappe. It's a threat. He's had a shot! Batistuta. Nicely shaped ball. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Takes the shot! And somehow it stayed out.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Adams gets across to intercept that. Batistuta. He's in space and looking for options. That has been knocked clear. Puskás. Now it's Kante. Hernandez. Kante. Looking to go deep. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Raul at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. That is Kante. Good ball, good take. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Batistuta. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Looking to play him in. Ball is over the line. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Always going over the top. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Hernandez. That has not gone well. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Batistuta. Schlotterbeck. Played out wide. And it's Makalele. And it's Conte. Here's Makalele. Cannavaro. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face. Mbappe! Oh, that wasn't far away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Raul. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Mbappe, Conte, searching pass he's played there. And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at play.
Today,
maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Times from all local major stations.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And this is Hazard, and the shot chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Puskás. And it's Kimmich. Now he's got space here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Van der Ven is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Knocks it into space. Mbappe is flagged offside. Hazard. And here's Mbappe. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's beaten the last man. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard plays it through. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro, not the most accurate pass. And this is Forlan. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Big chance! That was probably asking just too much. Now it's Puskas. Rijkaard. Well, that's a dangerous ball. But they've got it again. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Azar. Looking for options for movement. Van der Ven. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Decent hit from there.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard, he's got away. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is... And the shot! And one more try! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
A case now of complete control. Chance, surely! Oh, brilliant save.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Conte gets a good foot in there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Puskas. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. It's a mighty effort! And another try! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kimmich. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is.
Shot a goal! So what can they make of this? Turns back here, probably the best option.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Rodri. Hernus wins the duel this time. Can he get on the end of this? Takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's had a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
And this is Puskás. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Puskás. Bullet. Now it's Van Basten. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. Cannavaro makes the interception. Punched away. Roberto Carlos. And this is Van Basten. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's made its way to him.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. And that is as far as they're going to go. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Pelé. Tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Aimed beyond the defence. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Arsenal finding their passes. Shot could be on. And it's Kimmich. And Puskás! Rummenigge. Pull it. Hernandez with the slide tackle there. Pullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. And they're quick to press. Hoeneß producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now, can they get him away? And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. Hoeneß. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. That was travelling.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
It's their second corner of the game. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Arsenal are down to 10 men. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Decent hit from there. Great defending, strong and determined. Costa Curta. Adams. Hoeneß. Seedorf.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Conte has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's Van Basten. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Arsenal are now down to 8 following the sending off.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And already we're underway here. Doku. Look at the Haaland! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Haaland! And the finish! Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Ruben Dias. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Odegaard. Havertz. Rodri running with the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Guardiola. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Guardiola. And it's Ake. Matheus Nunes. Now Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. And that's going right the way across. Guardiola. Played out to the left flank. Guardiola. Can he get it through? Now it's Doku. And it's Odegaard. Eze. Doku. He's on a run down the left wing. Foden plays it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Zubimendi. Timber. Now White. Odegaard. Foden. Nice control. Now here's the rises. Oh, this looks sharp. Foden. Now it's Doku.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now, what about this cross? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Rodri. It's a good spell of possession, this. A nice sequence of passes, this. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Havertz. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's on it, can he get away? Knocks it into space. Delivers with whip. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Saka. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Half-time getting close now. Rodri. Matthews Nunes. Over to the other side. Now it's Doku. Good ball, good take. Havertz. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Saka. Oh, he's bustling through here. Chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Ødegaard clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Terrific header! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Spread out to the left. Doku goes on a charge down the left. He's got away. Played in deep. And he's got his range wrong there. Ruben Dias. Foden. Doku. Strong running down that left flank. Guardiola. That's tidy. That's very neat. And that has left him in a heap. Very nicely done. Doku puts them all in. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. They've played it short. Decent chance! Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Saka. Now it's Eze. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And he's picked it up out wide. Guardiola is on to... Oh, smashing! Oh, it rattles the bar! A real chance and a real let-off.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Guardiola shifted it to the flank. Now Foden. Timber cuts out the pass. Doku in acres of space out wide. And he's there to clear it. Opts to play it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Ødegaard receives it in a good position here, and it's White. Rice gets a good foot in there. Haaland powering forward here. Aims beyond the defence. That's good play. Foden. And it's made its way to him. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Havertz. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Good running, strong and purposeful. Doku has it out wide and in space. Could try cutting inside here. Across. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution.
Eze. Now it's Saka. Sabinho. Great vision. It's a promising position. He gets big. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Saka. And that is as far as they're going to go. Saka might just make this.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Can he get onto this? He is through here! And it's played. He's got full! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Can he get on the end of this? Savino receives it in a wide position. Up he goes! Against the crossbar! Haaland! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
All hands on deck for this one. He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's the keeper's goal. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
A little bias on my part, but...
He's had a shot! Great challenge, time to perfection. Spread it left.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Decent progress down the left. Just eases him off the ball. That has been slung wide. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! Bellingham. Rodrigo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zubimendi goes steaming forward. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Eder Militao. Mendy. Vinicius Junior. It's Camavinga. Eder Militao. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Camavinga. Zubimendi powering forward here. Has a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Still goalless. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. White. Now, can they get him away? And that's a... Odegaard! Now, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Not the most accurate pass. Referee has just said play on. And it's made its way to him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's Camavinga. Saka. Now it's Marino. Shot could be on. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Eze. Great vision. Calafiori picks it up out wide. Front-footed pressing going on here. Played through into space. Odegaard. Rice. Can he get on the end of this? Showing good feet. Takes aim and crosses. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
This looks promising. Saka hurtling down that right flank. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Arsenal with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Fired deep. It's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Incapuyi. Harold Subimendi. Rice. Calafiori. Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here. Very nicely done. Now the delivery.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Takes a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99.
And it's half-time here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Nkapie spots it and intercepts. Now it's Saka. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Defending was strong and firm. Tries to pass it through. Eze running with the ball. He's picked his way through. Calafiori receives it in. There's the header! Oh, has another go! He has done it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a dog.
He gets big! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Arsenal are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's got away. Calafiori receives it in a good big header. Keeper always had the measure of that.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Corner number 2 then. Rice with the short one. Oh, well played, well played. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And here's Marino. And he's in on goal. Great chance! And he hits the net. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And now he has 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely spread. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Saka. Ødegaard. And he welcomes it in. Up he goes! They've scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Camavinga has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And the through ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Shot a goal! Goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's away. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Zubimendi. And it's Eze. And they're on him in a flash. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ødegaard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rice. He's looking wide. Real chance!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Rice plays it short. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a pretty loose pass. And it played right into his path. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Oh, nice touch. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's in a great position here. Oh, sweet feet. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Oh,